So let's talk about breath work. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with breath work. And I say that as somebody who does a lot of breath work. But I have to push through a lot of lack of motivation to do it because I feel like it takes a long time. I feel like it takes a lot of energy and a lot of concentration. And it's hard sometimes. But I always feel so amazing when I'm done. So sometimes pushing through that resistance, always pushing through that resistance is worth it. So there's many different kinds of breath work. I usually do Kriya breath work, but recently my son and I have been doing this, I think it's called holotropic breath work. We discovered it and just really been enjoying doing it together. So there's many different kinds. You can do slow breath work, fast breath work. There's so many different videos online, but you find what works for you. But what I really wanted to discuss is why breath work works, why it's good for you. See, the truth is that, and we know this from science, that we store trauma in our bodies, right? We store these patterns in our bodies. And so when we've gone through a traumatic experience or a stressful experience or anything that just kind of knocks us off kilter, we store that stress in our bodies. And it can be helpful to go to therapy and talk through the trauma and remember it all and relive it and, reframe it or whatever. That's one way of doing things. But that's a very mental way of doing it, and it doesn't necessarily release it from your body. Doing something like breath work can actually release the stress from your body, and sometimes you don't even have to go into the memory or remember the trauma, because a lot of times you can't. Sometimes you were just too young to even remember it. So doing breath work is one way of actually physiologically releasing this stress from your body so that you can then operate at a higher vibration. Now, there's other ways of doing it too. EMDR has also been shown to have very real effects on releasing trauma from the body. What are some other ones? Just anything like yoga, things like that can also do this. But breath work is something that I've found that really helps me. And if it's not something that you've ever tried, I want to encourage you to at least give it a try. Look up online either Kriya breath work or holotropic breath work, or even some of there's like Kundalini yoga breath work that can also be really good. I'm probably not the greatest person to recommend this is exactly the breath work for you. You have to find it for yourself. But it's just a road that I encourage you to go down if you've never tried it. Some other benefits to breath work that